Anybody that's dealing with a chronic condition is going to need some sort of support, and more than likely the first place where the care is going to come from is from family. When I got together with Dave Good, one of the things that I loved about him is because I felt like, wow, for the first time in my life there are two people that have got their heads in the ballgame. That day when he was diagnosed, I felt like it was now all back to me. But as those diseases progress and they are less likely to meet their own needs, both in terms of independent activities of daily living and the more direct activities of daily living, that's when, in our case, the family caregiver would come into place and assist the person with the chronic condition. Those of us who have more experience as caregivers know, like, you are a caregiver. You're more than just a son and a daughter, because you've taken on additional responsibilities of caring for somebody that can't do that activity for themselves. As the numbers of tasks that you do for somebody else increases, usually your stress increases as a caregiver. One of the things that I tried to do was to think about what is it that somebody else could do to help my situation with Dave, so that then I could be more present to spend time with Dave doing things that other people couldn't do for him. People have a tendency to give you a lot of advice about what they think that you should do in your role. And I think they're very well intended. But I think that as a caregiver, you have to be discerning about what's a good match for you and the situation that you're in. A job description for a caregiver would say, focus on somebody else 24/7, 24/7 ability to problem solve, knows how to be flexible and move from what the intended plan was to whatever you're faced with, being able to deal with difficult situations and come up with creative solutions in a matter of seconds. I think you have to remember that there is help there and that you need to feel entitled to ask for that help. The Caregivers Center is a place where you can find any number of resources. 99% of our volunteers are either current caregivers or former caregivers. We currently have had contact with 720 caregivers. 388 of them are dealing with dementia, so it's a large percentage of who we're seeing. All of our volunteers are willing to share their experiences, not with the intent that anybody else should do what we've done, but to say, here are ideas that we've learned, here are resources we've found, here's things that have been helpful, here's some things that haven't worked so well for us. When a caregiver comes in, that they're going to feel heard and understood. We talk caregiver here.